Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your NAIFA President, Jill Judd.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Washington and the 2019 NAIFA Congressional Conference. This energy is so infectious in this room. I said to Andy back there, I go, what do I need to do? I think I have to bring it down a notch. And he said, don't you dare. So I won't. This energy is incredible. And I have to tell you that I'm just going to take a couple of moments here to share a few things, a few thoughts that are on my mind that, may resonate with you. I've been traveling all around the country. It's been a great privilege of mine as your NAIFA president to be able to do that. And when I go to these states and I'm able to stop and visit some of the state houses, whether it's at your day on the Hill or whether it's because someone said, you've just got to see this building, I take the time to do that. And it's been amazing. And here's my experience. Your state houses are beautiful. They're beautiful. They're structurally incredible. You're proud of the interior. You're proud of the exterior. And it makes me proud. And I think if you have that at home, what does that mean when you come up here to DC? And what I realized was here we are now a collective. We are one NAIFA. We're one NAIFA that comes together so we can share the commitment we have at home, bring it here as one voice, and you are that voice. I'm so proud to serve as your president and so proud to see all of you here and have the energy in the room. I know you're going to take this to the Hill. Can't wait for that. I'll be there to watch and to be a part of the activity. Although I can't see very well here with the lights, I'm just going to maybe ask if you dim them for just a moment for me. And if you are a first-timer in the room, would you please stand up? Isn't that incredible? That was nearly a quarter of the room, first-timers coming here. And by the way, I'll have you know, if you didn't notice, they aren't all young, they aren't all old. It is a very good mix of our NAIFA members. Thank you, first-timers, for being here. I remember my first time in DC, doing the very thing you're doing. And I remember the feeling I had. Quite frankly, I was nervous. I wasn't quite sure how I was going to represent my NAIFA group, how I was going to represent my state. And you might be feeling a little bit nervous too. And if you are, if you're one of those new people and you looked around the room and you saw somebody sitting down, I want to let you know that the people sitting around you and the people in this room are here to give you support and to help you, encourage you to share your stories. Now you might be wondering, do I have a story? What could I tell? What could I share with my legislator? If you have one client, you have a story to tell. If you've talked to one client about saving money or retirement or life insurance, you have a story to tell. Be thinking about that now. Take that with you on the Hill. And for those of you who have been there for a long time, you've been to Congressional Conference numerous times. I know who you are, you know who you are. Think of a new story. Or maybe go hand in hand with one of the new folks into one of those legislators' office. Give them the nudge they might need so they can be an active part in the process. This process is fantastic. We are so lucky to be here to do this. I want to remind you all that we come here together. We are one NAIFA, and we're going to do this right. All right. Now, I also want to acknowledge some friends. These are the very loyal, supportive group of companies who have actually helped us accomplish our conference goals. So please join me in thanking Aflac, Allianz, American National, Ameritas, Gateway Financial Advisors, Guardian, Kansas City Life, Mass Mutual, Mutual of Omaha, New York Life, Northwestern Mutual, Principal, Prudential, and State Farm. Special thanks should also be given to our association industry partners, ACLI, FSP, Gamma International, IRI, LIA, Life Happens, NAIA, NALBA, and WIFS. Please join me in thanking these friends of NAIFA. Now, before we hear from our great CEO, Kevin Mayeux, and our friend, ACLI President and CEO, Susan Neely, has a message to share for us. I'm going to have you take a look. It's right here.
Hello, I'm Susan Neely, President and CEO of the American Council of Life Insurers. When I took the helm of ACLI back in September, I came from the beverage industry. I had many people ask me, why financial services? Why life insurance? The answer? I am a lifelong passionate advocate for good policy that matters to our communities, our country, and our world. The work this industry does is interwoven into the livelihood of American families, and I'm thrilled to be part of it. Over the past several months, time and again, I've heard how important our agents are in the lives of American families. You are on the front lines. 100% of congressional districts have at least one NAIFA member. That's a powerful statement. NAIFA's field force represents the strength and breadth of the industry. Your voice makes an impact. You make us all, as you call it, NAIFA proud. At ACLI, we talk a lot about people and purpose. I share that with you because I think those are the two words to keep in mind as you head onto Capitol Hill. Keep people at the center of your advocacy. Now more than ever, we find ourselves in a pro-consumer, anti-business environment. There's a sense of Wall Street versus Main Street, big business versus ordinary working people, bad guys versus good guys. Even though we are a $7.2 trillion industry, the good news is that we have always been Main Street. We've always been for ordinary working people. We are the good guys. Today, industries that can connect their mission to Main Street will thrive. Today, in business as in government, we often start by asking, what can we do for the consumer or the constituent? We focus on things like business factors and economic viability, both of which are important. But what if we first started from a place of empathy, never forgetting we are serving real people? And what if we connected those human factors to our business strengths? That makes you the perfect spokespeople because you think this way all the time. You see firsthand the way the products change lives. Life insurers pay out $1.7 billion every day to American families through our products. We don't just provide death benefits. We are a bedrock of financial and retirement security to millions of Americans. You can tell those stories of people who are everyday heroes. The barista who entered the workforce because her husband is disabled. The widow who lost her husband and is raising her 3 children on her own. The teacher who works a side job so he can provide for his aging parents. These are the people we can help. Tell these stories to members of Congress and tell them how our products can help provide peace of mind to all Americans. While you are on the Hill, always remember our core purpose as an industry. America faces some big challenges today, challenges that will turn into tough decisions for policymakers. The way Americans work and how we live is changing. Americans are living longer, some spending 30 years in retirement. The first generation of workers who largely have self-funded for retirement is nearing the age when they will start drawing down on their savings. We face a big question as a country. Are Americans saving enough? There are 16 million workers in the gig economy who may not have access to workplace benefits. Social Security faces its own challenges, the surge of retiring baby boomers, the lack of young people to support them, and people living longer. All of this puts stress on the program. 10,000 baby boomers a day are turning 65 over the next decade. 1/3 of them have somewhere between $0 and $25,000 in savings, that's all. Millennials are bearing the heavy debt burden of student loans and don't feel they are in a position to even start saving. They are right to worry. In just 15 years, the government is slated to notify Social Security recipients of a 21% reduction across the board in benefits. If we don't begin addressing the savings gap now, we will be left playing catch-up with American families bearing the burden. Policymakers know this, and they are looking for allies. We can be an ally. They need to know that our core purpose is family financial security. We have private sector solutions that help people deal with the most important concerns in their lives. We can be a global problem solver by embracing bold policies that we know will work. Use your experience to remind them of our mission. We are for family financial security. What you do is relevant beyond the walls of this conference room, beyond the walls of your offices, even beyond the walls of Congress. We aren't advocating for sterile public policy. We are advocating for that American family who is planning for their future. Thank you for taking time away from your work and your own families to be here. It's just so important. I hope to meet you during the reception this evening. To Kevin and to all the members of the NAIFA team, I wish you great success tomorrow. Thank you for all that you do for our industry.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome NAIFA CEO Kevin Mayeux.
We appreciate Susan's insights and her ardent support of NAIFA and NAIFA's Congressional Conference. She is very sincere when she says that you are our industry's most effective spokespeople. That is why she and I believe what you are doing here over these 2 days and what you will accomplish on Capitol Hill tomorrow is so very important. The ACLI and NAIFA have a strong, enduring partnership that not only bolsters our industry, but emphasizes the crucial role advisors play in providing financial security for everyday Americans. It's a message lawmakers need to hear, and it's one that you can best deliver. Welcome, NAIFA members, and welcome guests to our Congressional Conference. There are nearly 600 of us here participating in the largest Capitol Hill fly-in in the insurance and financial services industry. We're not just the biggest, but we're also the most influential. And that's a fact, not just my opinion. A survey of decision makers by the prestigious National Journal found NAIFA's grassroots influence is second to none. I think you should give yourselves a big round of applause for the great work you do every day. Thank you so much for being here and helping us be the very best. I'd like to also provide a special thanks to the CEOs and leadership teams among our corporate partners who go out of their way to promote NAIFA membership amongst their producers. They understand that a strong NAIFA is crucial to keeping our industry robust and profitable, and their personal support is absolutely invaluable. Our NAIFA government relations staff will give you everything you need to ensure your meetings are successful and that we speak as one strong, undeniable voice on behalf of our industry. But before we get to our advocacy briefing, I'd like to talk to you just for a few minutes about NAIFA's membership promise to you. Advocate, educate, differentiate. These are the key elements of our membership promise. They are three things that we do for our members that no other organization can do nearly as well. First of all, and most appropriate for NAIFA's Congressional Conference, is advocate. From my perspective, there are two types of advisors: those who are NAIFA members and those who should be NAIFA members. NAIFA's advocacy benefits the entire insurance and financial services industry and every last advisor in it, whether they are a member of NAIFA or they are not. But our strength as an association is in our numbers, and each additional member adds to our influence and prestige on Capitol Hill and in state capitals across this country. The more members that we have, particularly the more politically involved members that we have, the more we are heard and are seen, and the greater our influence grows. Lawmakers are concerned with issues that impact a large number of their constituents. NAIFA is the largest and most established association of financial professionals. We work on behalf of you and your clients and an industry that provides financial security to 90 million American families. But the more that we grow, the more likely we are to be able to reach a critical mass of influence on things like changes to the tax code, healthcare policy, client protection laws, and the standard of care regulations that are being considered across this country. These are issues that determine whether you stay in business and can make a successful living, and whether your clients struggle or they thrive. If you are not a NAIFA member, I hope these 2 days give you a strong impression of the important advocacy work NAIFA is doing and how you need to be a part of that. I encourage you to network with your colleagues that are here attending their 5th, 6th, or even 7th Congressional Conference. They have some really compelling stories to tell. They can tell you how political advocacy is vital to their professional success and how NAIFA has helped them advance their careers. They will tell you how political involvement is actually a job requirement. It's another way that they protect the best interests of their clients. They will also tell you that political involvement can be a lot of fun. It's satisfying to know that you have influence and that you are doing something important. Many of our Congressional Conference veterans have stories about how they personally were able to make a difference on a specific issue important to their success and the success of their colleagues. Just ask them. They're happy to talk to you about that. And for most of you in this room who are already NAIFA members, these are messages you can take home to your colleagues that have not yet joined. Tell them about your meetings with members of Congress. Educate them about the issues that impact their clients' well-beings and their personal livelihoods. Tell them about NAIFA's wins in D.C. and in state houses nationally, and how you, through your personal advocacy, are a part of that success. Tell them that the future success of our industry and your profession depends on them joining and becoming involved. Make sure they know how advocacy fits in to NAIFA's membership promise. The second component of our promise is educate. NAIFA provides top-tier educational and training opportunities to help advisors grow their businesses and succeed professionally, no matter what your career stage or practice specialty. It starts at the very beginning. Under an initiative launched this year, every new member, as well as those that have joined in the past 3 years, has received a guided tour of the programs, services, and volunteer opportunities that come with NAIFA membership. This new member orientation package allows those new to our association to map out their top areas of interest and identify benefits and opportunities that fulfill their needs. Webinars will also provide deeper dives into specific program offerings, such as NAIFA's advocacy efforts, professional development opportunities, the LUTCF designation, and the LACP certification programs. And on that, breaking news. Yesterday afternoon, we received official notification that LACP, the Life and Annuity Certified Professional Certification, has been fully accredited by the National Commission for Certifying Agencies. This is a major win for NAIFA and for our members, and it will allow us to market LACP to insurance and annuity professionals around the country. Soon, it will become a mark of distinction. Much like CFP, LACP will help show that you are an expert in the field of life and annuity products. Also on that, as far as professional development goes, I'd like to remind you that we host an amazing professional development conference each year in September, our Performance Plus Purpose Conference. I hope you will join us in Orlando, Florida this September for an outstanding opportunity to innovate, to motivate, to network, to get engaged, to recharge your batteries, and help make you become a more successful producer. NAIFA P+P, September, Orlando, at the happiest place on earth, Walt Disney World. Current members will also benefit from a Member Benefits Refresher webinar series that steps through NAIFA benefits and provides bonus advocacy and public relations training. State chapters are ramping up their efforts to ensure that we provide a high-quality experience and top value to all NAIFA members everywhere. With the assistance of NAIFA's national office, they will build on successful educational and networking benefits and leverage technology to create new opportunities. One example of this is NAIFA Live, an innovative professional development offering that allows virtual interactive participation with live audiences and presenters that are at NAIFA state chapter meetings. NAIFA Live has proven to be a popular educational benefit for members in participating states, and we look forward to expanding it to others all across this great country. And finally, differentiate. NAIFA members are a breed apart. Just look around this room. See all the people that are wearing NAIFA lapel pins. It's a great symbol that we all share the power of the pen. As you share a community with the best agents of advisors in the business, studies have confirmed that NAIFA members tend to be more successful and produce more than agents and advisors who are not NAIFA members. And that's not surprising, because your NAIFA membership is an investment you have made in your success. And it is an investment that the highest quality advisors are happy to make. Your decision to join NAIFA differentiates you from your peers and sets you a step above. Another mark of distinction comes from the fact that every NAIFA member agrees to abide by our code of ethics. They uphold the highest standards and allow them to succeed on behalf of themselves and their clients. But how does all this benefit you? I'm proud to announce that NAIFA is committed to creating a greater effort and creating more resources to seeing that distinction of being a NAIFA member increases the value of your membership by gaining more traction amongst your industry peers, clients, and potential clients. Our revamped consumer-facing website, advisorsyoucantrust.org, highlights the value insurance and financial advisors provide to their clients, emphasizes the characteristics that distinguish a NAIFA member from others in the industry, and provides a portal to connect consumers with NAIFA members. The Advisors You Can Trust site highlights the ways NAIFA members serve middle-income consumers. A new survey found that Main Street Americans are a key component of NAIFA members' books of business, with 90% of you saying you serve middle-income individuals and families. This is one more distinction that shows the value NAIFA members provide your clients and the potential benefit you offer every consumer. Along these lines, we are also launching a financial literacy program, Financial Wellness 101, in which NAIFA volunteers will offer a standardized public service program to improve financial knowledge and understanding in their communities. We will use our distinctive expertise to help everyone be financially successful as an individual, no matter what their income level. Here at NAIFA, your professional association is doing its part to help you and your fellow members stand out among other agents and advisors. We are working to make the distinction of being a NAIFA member even more valuable than ever before. Advocate, educate, differentiate. I'll ask you to take these concepts with you as you visit your senators and congressional representatives tomorrow. Advocate on behalf of yourself and your businesses, your clients, and your colleagues. Educate lawmakers about the crucial ways you serve your clients and communities and how their decisions as policymakers can help or hinder your efforts. Differentiate yourself from others by showing you promote the best interests of your clients each and every day. Provide a unified message with personal stories that help set you and your clients apart. Wear your NAIFA pins so our elected officials relate to this symbol of our collective voice and your commitment to being an advisor that they can trust. I wish you great success tomorrow as advocates on behalf of our industry, businesses, and clients, and I sincerely thank you for all that you do.